I never met with the Raiders yet, so I'm hoping they send me to one of those top 30 visits to get a better feel for them. Of course, I'm able to play outside, inside, go against 8 corners a game, and still put up big numbers at the end of the day. Probably Jaden delay phase, slot fade. I made a lot of money on that route this year. Quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and third, probably say Lamar Jackson. Wide receivers, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, I'm going to say Jamar Chase. Of course, I'm able to play, anything where the coach put me in, whether it be gunner or, vice. I would say, it kept me close to the football, especially, even though I had that year off, I was able to still, practice with the team, be a good practice player. So it made me want to love the game of football really more, since I had it taken away from me over a year, but, it wanted me to get back on the field as quickly as possible. He has a plan when he goes to the line of scrimmage. He gets open pretty good. His routes, he can make a DB think it's another route, and I like that about him, because you need that creativity in the NFL.
What do you think your rating?
Like I said, I'm able to go outside and win. I'm able to go at slot. I'm able to be moved around, create space on the linebacker. I carry the ball pretty good, so a different offense can move me around and still get that that dog mentality.
What are some of the
I would say I'm a dog, when that ball's in the air, it's mine. And when I get the ball in my hands, I'm able to do tremendous things with it, create space on different DBs, and able to make explosive plays downfield, take a 8-yard ride and turn it into a touchdown. I would say me and Jane created that by just me and him knowing, our outcome of where we wanted to be. We wanted to be here, so we made that, the emphasis of going, late nights, catching the ball. Just him knowing me as a person. Creating that relationship off the field rather than being on the field. We create a relationship on the field. A relationship off the field with your quarterback. He knows you personally, knows where you come from, knows why you play the sport. So I feel like that relationship carries on the field. I would say my relationship, my meeting with the Titans, it went pretty good. I never really had any bad interviews. I would say, I wowed, all the coaches with my football intelligence.
How do you think you spend a lot of time?
Yes, sir.
How do you think you feel?
I don't know. That's for them to move me around, like I said, and them find the best ways to give me the ball.
Malik.
I'm happy to go anywhere where I'm wanted. Where I wanted to be, one of those receivers that they move around, can give me the ball. So anywhere where I'm able to do those things. Yeah, I talk to Caleb all the time. He always, talks about that I'm a great receiver. So, I'm just waiting until that day to be called.
What are some of the things that you bring to an NFL franchise? What are some of the things that you would bring to an NFL franchise and the Bills winning contract?
Like I said, I'm able to go outside and inside, so I'm able to, create space, whether it be with a corner that's outside, a long naked corner, slot guy, safety, so I'm able to, play different positions. I feel that's what makes me great, really, that I can go against 8 DBs a game and still, average 100 yards a game. And the Buffalo Bills have a good concept. How much time? I watch them, when they was playing teams, but I don't watch them personally. My meetings with the Giants was actually pretty good. Their head coach, they love dogs. They're able to, find those receivers that they really want. And they got a great plan going on to this season that I heard. I'll probably say a Black Panther. In this territory, which is probably the rainforest. They're one of those guys that in the dark they hunt in the dark, and I like to hunt. When people not looking or people just in the back. So I would say really Black Panther.
Malik, the Bears need another receiver opposite DJ Moore. What would excite you about starting your career opposite an all-pro receiver like DJ?
Say it louder.
What would excite you about the opportunity to start your career opposite an all-pro receiver like DJ Moore?
Things that I can take from him. I'm sure when I get there, he'll probably teach me a lot since I'm going to be playing on side of him. And to learn those guys, learn how he plays, learn how we got him there. So that's just really it. No, sir.
Talking about inside and outside, what came more naturally? What did you have to work harder to polish to add to your game?
I would say outside came more easier since I've been playing that my whole life. When I got to LSU, I was primary slot guy. After my sophomore year, I started getting more outside, so it became easier to play outside rather than the slot. But the slot is easier to play, especially since you got a lot of room, you got a lot of space to create space for yourself. I would say, it started playing the game, started playing Call of Duty with each other, and then that relationship, when you're a football player, you're able to, connect with another football player. It's just one-on-one, it's like a second league. Freak of nature, bro. I know a lot of people, think he doesn't love the game of football. He loves the game of football, bro. He's a freak athlete. When I watched him the first time when he was out there on freshman year, I'm like, bro, this dude gonna be a problem.
Malik, when you're playing.
Right. When I met them at the Giants, it was a great interview. I knew they was looking for a good receiver. Well, I don't know really if they're looking for a good receiver, but I feel like the head coach, he really likes me a lot. I know they're still looking for that wide receiver one, especially after Odell left. So if I can come in and be that guy, then so be it. No, I never had any relationship with them. I would say I created space for him to throw the ball. I never really gave him a small window for him to throw the ball, and just me using my speed and using, the ability to track the ball. Really, that's what made that work. I would probably say fourth down and 5 against Mississippi State. That one really, because we knew. I think they knew it was coming, but they really couldn't stop. Jane got hit on that play also, and still was able to throw a good ball. I went against any tough cornerback this season. Since I played, I went against like 6 receivers, 6 DBs a game, so it was hard to really tell, which one was actually good. But my previous years, I did go against a lot of good corners. Right, I would say, just like Devontae Adams always say, coming up after you get your route, come with a plan, a release. Just get open, really. So I don't really have, I'm going to say I really don't have a plan what I'm going to do. It's always just off the snap of the ball, how he plays, how he stands, where he lines up at. So it changed the route deception. Oh, yeah, all the time, yeah. During the run game.
Who's your basketball comp? Because there's such a similarity to releasing off the route. I'm curious.
You said it?
Your basketball player comparison, an NBA player, because there's such a similarity between releasing on a route and getting into the basket.
Nah, not really. Not really too much basketball. I play basketball, but I'm not NBA good. Jordan.
Wait, what are for teams that have a young quarterback? I guess what would your argument be for those teams to help that quarterback by taking a wide receiver and the value there versus offensive line and the value of young talented receivers?
You know, especially dealing with a young quarterback, especially coming out of college. I mean, it's the same thing when you go from college to the NFL, really, especially if you play in the SEC. You know, those guys don't play on Sundays anyway, but, you know, there's not too many really much different from, you know, a rookie quarterback rather than being 3 years in the league, to me, if you ask me. So, nothing really.
What are some of the favorites?
Well, yeah.